Next week is going to be very important for gold as it is trying to reach towards the previous all-time high. We should be very careful with what is going on with gold because there are a few patterns which are getting developed, and there is a lot of news which is expected next week. So we have on the 14th. 14th, which is Tuesday, we have core PPI. Then we have 15th, we have a CPI, core CPI, and then 16th, May 16th is we have unemployment gains. So basically, it's a news-packed week next week, and we have few patterns developing as well. So what we can do is we can focus on these patterns and some of the levels and some of the scenarios which can give us very good trading opportunities. So let's find out what's in store for us in gold. Right. So what I'm going to do is actually start from the higher time frame as usual, because that gives us the best view. Um, so this is long-term chart. It is starting from 1970 and all of that. And I did share this on Twitter and other places and Telegram group. By the way, Telegram is completely free. You're um, most welcome to join Telegram group. You'll find a link to that in the description or on the screen somewhere. So what we have is that we have this previous high, and then market fell down, and then market has been going up, and this new hike was created. Market fell down. This was a new high. The market fell down, and now we are at new high. And this is a kind of cyclic process, which basically says that whenever the market goes up, it forms a kind of M pattern here. Let me see if I can show you this. So this is a very typical behavior, typical scenario of any market. This is like a market cycle. Market forms an M pattern, then goes up. Then here it was an M pattern went up. So whenever the market reaches a new high, it tries to go and then tries to do something like this. So that is a possibility in terms of the macro structure. And this is what I've shared in the previous post on LinkedIn and Twitter and Telegram, that we have just tested. Let me just open this. Tested this trend line. This trend line has been tested, and there are few levels now which are very important to us. One of these has actually worked, and we have been able to capitalize on that. And now we could be looking at few other levels and few other scenarios based on this. So we have this trend line starting from here, which was in 1980, then touching October 2011, and then now 2024. So obviously, what market was trying to do is actually, as soon as the market touched this, it went a little bit higher, which was basically a bull trap. Market then started to fall down because that is a reaction. It was a delayed reaction to the trend line that we had. Then after that, what happened? Market started to fall down immediately. It fell down, went back to retest, and then came back down, and then went back up to one of those levels. Now, I've drawn these levels. These are not the premium analysis levels. By the way, I conduct premium analysis as well, which gives us better zones and more accurate levels and far more better accuracy, in fact. So, if you're interested, you can order that. You will find a link to that in the description of the video or somewhere on the screen here as well. But here, in this public video, we can see that we have this W pattern here, which I talked about. Let me open and show you the FCP channel here. So here, if I come and start searching for gold, this is what I mentioned on Friday, that market was actually going towards a W pattern here. And this is what envisaged system, which was pointing that market was going to go to this level and possibly was going to fall down. And that is why I also gave this W pattern in the Telegram group. And since then, the market started to fall down. So in the New York session, the market started to fall. And then we were able to capitalize on this particular trade as well. From those levels, the market fell down and it reached 2 to 1, and then we still have for a few more trades running on gold. So this is how we trade. We focus on the patterns. In our FCP students Discord room, this is all we do. We look at the patterns and we execute based on the probability. Right? It's all about the patterns. right? We focus on, like, what is going on with the news and everything, but we do not try to decipher the news. We do not try to interpret the news. What we do is that, okay, there is news coming, so there will be big movement. Where that big movement can come from? Is it going to come from this level or that level? And those levels come from multi-time frame analysis using FCP strategy, right? So this is what we do. And on Friday, we were able to capitalize on several moves here. So this is what I shared in public Telegram group as well. Now let's go back to our analysis. So there are few levels which you should be watching out for, because what we have is that we could be forming an M pattern. So we have this W pattern going up. It can reach into this zone as well. Maybe sometimes, like, it forms an extended pattern just to create a bull trap or something. We also have a gap available at a 2390 here around this area. Okay, so the market may try to fill that gap up. However, gaps may or may not get filled up. I have already mentioned this several times in previous videos that these gaps do get filled up, but they are not sure to get filled up immediately. Like, you cannot expect that, okay, next month or next week or next day, next hour, they're going to get filled up. You do not know when they're going to get filled up. But ultimately, we have a gap. So if the market tries to go further beyond this level of 2364, then it can try to fill that gap up, and then it will complete a bigger W pattern. Otherwise, it can target the previous high and then start to fall down. So we have three scenarios like that. And then if the market continues to fall right from where it is right now, or from here, or even from up all-time high, then it can form an M pattern which can lead us into 2250 or 2207. So these are important levels. There are obviously several other levels which are available in premium analysis report if you want to order that. But this is, like, the bigger scenario, like, what the market is trying to do. Again, it has created a W pattern, and because the W pattern has been completed, or a bigger W pattern can complete it bigger level at higher level, it can fall from there or it can fall from there. So we are looking for that short. Okay, and if this continues to roll over, then we can hold that position all the way to this level, these levels here. Okay, so this is what the scenario is. If it goes to all-time high, if it, like, violates that, I will not be looking for any kind of buy at that point in time, because I know that pattern usually forms an M pattern. Okay, remember, in trading, the best thing is that, like, missing is better than losing. So on purpose miss out on some of the trades, on purpose miss out on some of the opportunities, so that you manage your risk. So my plan is that, okay, if the market comes into this area, or if it starts to fall from where it is right now, I'll look for a short, and then I will try to hold it all the way to these levels where I can look for a buy, because M pattern completes, the market goes for a buy, market goes up, right? So hopefully you found this analysis useful. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other traders and trading communities. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great trading time. Thank you for watching. Find and follow us on these social media channels.